Day 3 of my Icelandic adventure begins at Þingeyri Camping Ground in Þingeyri. After packing up, I'll head north to Holt rest stop and continue on to Önundarfjörður Pier. From there, I'll visit the Old Bookstore in Flateyri and take in the nearby Staðarkirkja Church. Next, I'll explore Minnibakki Beach before driving to the town of Ísafjörður. Finally, I'll stop at Bunárfoss Waterfall before heading to Djúpidalur campground for the night. My first stop of the day is Holt rest stop. Around 20 miles away, it's a 30-minute drive from Þingeyri.
Well, good morning. It is the morning of day 3, and I am heading to my first stop of the day, which is a beautiful scenic overlook in a little village called Holt. Right now, I'm about 20 minutes away. It's about 10 minutes to 9 this morning. Got a little bit of an earlier start today. Yesterday, I was working off some jet lag and trying to sleep up after a lot of sleep deprivation, so had a good night of sleep last night. Stayed in a little town called Þingeyri at a really nice campground there. Really nice facilities, community kitchen, nice bathrooms, good showers. Was able to grab a shower last night, so that was good. After I check out the scenic overlook in Holt, I'm going to head to a beautiful pier that is just outside of the town of Flateyri. And then I'll be heading into Flateyri and taking a look around there. I'm going to be checking out something that's kind of cool. It's the oldest continuously operating store in Iceland. It's actually the Flateyri bookstore. I believe it was started in either 1914 or 1917, so well over 100 years old, but it's going to be an interesting thing to check out. After that, I'm going to be heading on to a few more stops and ultimately setting up shop in a campground in the southern Westfjords so that I can position myself for checking out sites along the north coast starting tomorrow. Scenery is absolutely gorgeous here. Seeing little patches of snow on some of the mountains. There's actually a glacier in that direction. Weather conditions are a little yucky. We've got some clouds, a light sprinkling of rain, but I'm hoping that it clears up. The sun is trying to peek through, so either way, we'll make the best of it. Right now, it is 46 degrees, light breeze, really nice temperature for me at least. Maybe a little chilly for some. But yeah, I got a little less than 20 minutes to go, and we'll check in soon and see how things are going.
The drive to Holt is quiet and relaxing, with the road winding through a series of steep mountain valleys and passes. While the weather is overcast and gray, it does little to detract from the region's immense beauty. Far below on the valley floor, a glacial river snakes its way to the mouth of the fjord, seemingly guiding us to our next destination. The rest stop in Holt is little more than a roadside pull-off. Nestled at the mouth of Önundarfjörður Fjord, the overlook offers spectacular views of Ísafjörður Mountain. Aside from a few informational plaques and a picnic table, visitors are left to their own devices. Thankfully, what the rest stop lacks in amenities, it more than makes up for in scenic views. My next stop is Önundarfjörður Pier. Only a mile away, it's a quick 3-minute drive from the rest stop in Holt. Tucked down a quiet gravel road, Önundarfjörður Pier is far from a tourist hotspot. Surrounded on all sides by tall, flat-topped mountains, this unassuming pier features some of the most beautiful views in the region. Perched over Holt Beach and the waters of Önundarfjörður Fjord, the pier is a fantastic place to stop and take in the beauty of the Westfjords.
Hello, good morning.
My next stop is the Old Bookstore in Flateyri. Located 6 miles across the fjord, it's around a 10-minute drive from Önundarfjörður Pier. Located in the charming fishing village of Flateyri, the Old Bookstore is a treasure trove of Icelandic literature and local history. Opened in 1914, the small business is Iceland's oldest continuously operating store. In addition to offering local books and souvenirs, the shop features a small museum where visitors can tour the original living quarters of its owners. Next on the itinerary is Staðarkirkja Church. Located about 20 miles away, it's a 40-minute drive from the Old Bookstore in Flateyri. Located a few miles from the village of Suðureyri, Staðarkirkja Church is nestled between lush pastures and steep hills. Silently standing guard over the entrance to Önundarfjörður fjord, Staðarkirkja Church is as still as the cemetery surrounding it. With its corrugated white walls and stoic Icelandic architecture, the lonely chapel feels like it's frozen in time.
Uh-oh. Visitor. Hey, how you doing? What's going on with you? Nice welcoming committee. Picture? Want your picture? Hey. Hey. Are you a sheepdog? You heard the sheep? Hey. Hey. Look up here. Look up here.
Next up is Minnibakki Beach. A little over an hour away from Staðarkirkja Church, it's a trip of roughly 31 miles. Located in the shadow of looming Bolafjall Mountain, down a rough gravel road, Minnibakki Beach is a hidden gem. Bisected by a meandering river, the beach is tucked away in a peaceful coastal alcove. Once home to a small village, now all that remains are a few summer houses, the occasional seal, and a handful of intrepid tourists. My next stop is Ísafjörður. Located about 15 miles away, it's a 30-minute drive from Minnibakki Beach. With a population of around 2,700 people, Ísafjörður is the largest town in the Westfjords and a popular tourist destination. Home to colorful houses, small cafes, and quiet streets, the town serves as the cultural capital of the region. First settled in the 9th century, Ísafjörður was once an important trading post and a hotspot for fishing activity. Now, with the industry in decline, the town relies heavily on visitors to keep the local economy afloat. Bunárfoss Waterfall is my next stop. At 2.5 miles away, it's a short 6-minute drive from Ísafjörður. Located on the outskirts of town, Bunárfoss Waterfall plunges over 260 feet from its summit to the Djúpidalur valley below. Views from the trailhead are beautiful, but a short 15-minute hike will get you an even better vantage point of the falls. At the top, you'll have a bird's eye view of the fjord, and can even spot Ísafjörður off in the distance. My final stop of the day is Djúpidalur Campground. About 110 miles away from Bunárfoss Waterfall, it's a roughly 2.5-hour drive. Djúpidalur campground sits nestled in a quiet mountain valley at the mouth of Ísafjörður fjord. Home to a sheep farm, guest house, and camping facilities, Djúpidalur is a welcome outpost in an otherwise barren landscape. Situated around 2 hours from my next stop, the campground offers an ideal midway point as I shift my focus from the Westfjords to Iceland's northern coast. The facilities at Djúpidalur are clean and comfortable. Aside from the typical camping amenities, the site offers access to a geothermal pool, spacious kitchen, and rec room. The campsite also offers Wi-Fi, but the spotty signal is almost unusable, a good reminder to disconnect and take in the surrounding beauty. While I chose a corner campsite for privacy, there are few other campers here this time of year. With rain clouds fast approaching, I need to fix dinner, do the dishes, and get prepared for the next day. On the next episode.
Well, good rainy Friday morning. It is the start of day 4, and I'm getting an early start today. It's just a little after 8 a.m.